It's the witching hour, and your hips and low back know it. The day is behind you, but it's far from time to relax. You're hustling, you're making dinner, your mind is moving fast. You're simultaneously processing the day and also thinking about what still needs to get done before you can chill out. You hold your back tight to push through the evening, and you're shifting yourself from side to side because your hips and low back are low-key screaming at you. Your brain wants to numb out, but the tension in your body says it needs something different. If you join me for these next 10 minutes, it'll be better than the glass of wine that your hips have been craving all day. When your body has been bracing for hours as you scramble to get it all done, giving yourself a chance to move and unravel is the therapeutic wind down the lower back and the hips respond to. Do this simple 10-minute practice with me and notice how your evening tones down a few notches. And if we haven't met yet, I'm Rini, and I guide people through simple movement and fascial release so the body can relax, unwind, and very simply put, feel better. Now for this practice, I'm going to use a foam roller, and not in the traditional way that you might think. If you don't have access to a foam roller right now, no worries. Come with me anyway. You can still follow along, get down on the ground, give your body some attention, and get the hang of what it is that we do on this channel. But you have to come with me. Come meet me on the mat. 10 minutes is all it takes to change how you're feeling. Try it. All right. We've got a really simple practice here using a foam roller, and you can use a full-length foam roller or something shorter, something cut in half, whatever it is that you have handy. We're going to do a technique that you can linger in for a while that signals to the body we're here to gently move, but also begin to slow down. So what this looks like, we're gonna come onto the back. And as we lay down, that roller is between your heels and your glutes. And from here, you can really feel those feet into the mat for a moment because we're going to lift up through the hips, and you're going to root through the feet to lift yourself up through those hips, doing a little glute bridge, bringing that roller right under the bony structure of the hips. So where aren't we? We're not into that lumbar spine region, and we're not into the meatier part of the glutes. When you begin to land here, you will feel that bony structure like come in contact with the roller. It will feel like support on support here. And from here, you can get yourself situated. You can hold on to the roller, maybe lifting those hips a bit so you feel like you're nice and secure here. And from here, you can lift those legs. So holding on for a sense of support, and you can lift those legs. Let's just go ahead and we'll bring those feet back down to the mat. Right, getting your bearings here. So we lifted and we lowered, and we can go ahead and lift again, just to get your bearings on the roller in this way. Get your balance, become oriented. And from here, if you're feeling rather secure, you can let go of those hands. If you need to hold on to the roller for support, you can go ahead and do that too. But let's just see how easy and how many options we have in this position to move those legs, stretch through those hips. Oh my goodness. As you move your legs, you might recognize there's some heaviness or tension in those legs that are contributing to that hip tension, maybe even moving all the way up to that lower spine. But from here, go ahead and just begin to move your legs in a way that feels like you're scratching an itch of curiosity. right? How do those legs want to move? And as we begin to move here, I want to point out something that we don't want to do in this position, right? Because we're moving the legs and we're being curious, and you might move in a way where you extend a leg. And I just want to say, extending one leg here is totally fine, but not both at the same time. So you can drop one leg down, right? This can be part of your movement pattern. Just moving those legs through various ranges of motion where you can feel into some areas of tension. You could hold on to those feet, kind of bringing those legs up towards the chest. Oh gosh, that feels so good. You could open those legs out to the side. Now, it's important to note here, the way that I move through these lessons and practice myofascial self-care, it's with a lot of options because your day was different than mine. Your today is different than your tomorrow, right? Meaning how you move in any given session is going to vary greatly each time you bring yourself onto the mat. But you've moved those legs around a bit. Maybe you need to bring those feet down onto the mat and reposition. That's always fine to do that. But from here, let's see what else we can do. We can lean over to the side, right? Holding on to the roller here, dropping those hips from side to side. Oh my gosh. Really feeling the muscly, meatier part of those hips, right? Instead of the legs moving here, we're actually shifting that whole hip structure, the legs and hips and everything from side to side. That gives you perspective into the meatier part of the cheeks, around the hip joint, into that more side portion of the hips and glutes. Oh my gosh. Oh, and from here, right now we're over to one side. You might begin to implement that movement through the legs again. Because how you move from side to side and then how you move your legs gives you something totally different to pay attention to. Moving those legs as you were straight through that midline position is very different than how, what you feel is very different than how you might respond or what you might find as you shift yourself from side to side and then move those legs. Holy moly. We're moving at a pace that allows you to really dial into what you're feeling, right? Especially if your mind has been moving fast and you feel disconnected from your body. When you take these few minutes to come down and move those legs and shift your hips and settle that low back, you want to move at a pace that allows you to turn your awareness into more of a therapeutic exploration, or at least beginning to change your mindset from doing to feeling. And where that switch happens is in the pace in which we move. So I promised a relatively short 10-minute session, and I want to honor that. Before we move on, I want you to recognize, like, can you keep going here? Does the simple idea of moving out of doing and into feeling, does that give your body a sense of an exhale, a bit of relief,
a bit of immediate support in your ability to wind down? Does it recognize that, wow, this is actually pretty accessible and I can transition from go, go, go to moving at a pace where your body says, I like this pace a little bit better, right? So from here, let's go ahead and we'll bring both feet down onto the mat. We're in that position where we started. You can go ahead and lift up through the hips and just nudge that roller down and out of the way. And from here, with both feet on the mat, let's just take a moment, shimmy those hips a bit from side to side, really rooting your sacrum down into the mat. And from here, a nice sturdy foundation, and we'll lift, giving those glutes a little squeeze at the top. And you can come back down. You can lift a time or two because it feels good. That squeeze, gets that blood flow moving into those hips. That lift allows the low back to reorganize and recalibrate a bit. Taking a moment to just notice how that short amount of time can change the outlook and how you're feeling with your body. We do live monthly classes around here, so if that's something you're interested in, where we flow through an hour of sequential techniques that give you focus through certain areas of the body, check that description below, see when that next session is coming up, and join me again on the mat because it feels so good. Thanks for joining. Take good care.